Yeah, g'day. I've just learned about this thing called an accent tag, so I'm going to be doing one for my version of the New Zealand accent, which is somewhat typical, I suppose. And so here we go, the Kiwi accent. We've got some words to start reading, so I'll go through those. Aunt, roof, root, wash, oil, theatre, iron, salmon, caramel, fire, water, shore, data, ruin, crayon, New Orleans, Pekin, both, again, probably, spitting image, Alabama, lawyer, coupon, mayonnaise, syrup, pyjamas, court, naturally, aluminium, and envelope. I'm going to add a few more, a couple more. Car, we don't actually go car like a lot of people, we just go car. So it's like get in the car. Mirror. I've added that one because Americans seem to think that it's only got one syllable and it goes mere. But no, as lazy as we Kiwis are, we still manage to pronounce two. And fish and chips. I'm putting this one in because the Australians seem to think we say fish and chips. This is only because we don't say fish and chips like they do in Sydney, or fish and chips like they do in Brisbane. So it's fish and chips. Get it right, Aussies. The questions. What is it called when you throw toilet paper on a house? I don't know. A prank, a joke, whatever it is, it's not as much fun as sticking gravel in their hubcaps. What is the bug that when you touch it curls into a ball? I think that's what we used to call the pill beetle when we were kids. What is the bubbly carbonated drink called? We just call it fizzy drink or fizzy. What do you call gym shoes? We call them sneakers. What do you say to address a group of people? Yeah, g'day. Depending on how formal I'm being, I could say ladies and gentlemen, or it could be tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa, which is the formal greeting in Māori. What do you call the kind of spider or spider-like creature that has an oval-shaped body and extremely long legs? Well, it's a daddy long legs. What do you call your grandparents? Well, on mum's side, they were grandma and granddad. On dad's side, we called them nana and grandfather. What do you call the wheeled contraption in which you carry groceries at the supermarket? We call it a shopping trolley or just a trolley. What do you call it when the rain falls while the sun is shining? Well, it's a sun shower. What do you call the thing you change the TV channel with? A remote. Okay, I'm going to add a few more bits of Kiwiana here as a bonus. The slang term for food here is tucker. So it's like, okay, tucker time, guys, or let's go get some tucker. If that sounds good to you and you are hoping that, you're going to get fed soon because you're starving, you might yell, shit hot. Meaning, hey, I'm really for that idea. And, or someone says, oh, we're going to be going down to the pub tonight, you might say shit hot as well. Or if you want to shorten it down, you just say, shot bro. And then we have mean. Yeah, it's cool. Mean, man. Mean. Yeah, mean as. And we'll say sweet as if something is really good. So, hey, man, it's a sweet as deal. Common colloquial greeting or thanks might be cheer, bro. So if somebody helps you out, like, cheer, bro. That's more popular with the Māori, but you catch the Pākehā, that's us white asses, saying cheer bro as well. And one thing we don't like here in New Zealand is whinging. Whinging, being a whinger. We are much more efficient than Americans. Americans might say, goddamned annoying whiny ass shit. We just say whinger. And if you're a whinger, it's a hanging offence. And talking about whingers, the term for a person from England, an Englishman or a Briton or whatever they want to call themselves, is a pom. Pom, short for whinging pom, which in itself is short for whinging pommy bastard. Yeah. Okay, Kiwis, we use the term bloke a fair bit, or we used to. It's nowhere near as popular as it used to be, but yeah, just talking to the blokes. Oh, there's a bloke down the road who owes me a favour. Oh, I'm going to do a couple of jobs for the bloke down the road. One of our chief attitudes is she'll be right. That's our, doesn't matter what happens, no matter how badly it goes, she'll be right, mate. It'll work out. She'll be right. And a greeting, of course, is g'day. How's it going? How's it? If the person says, oh, fine, thanks, you go, that's the story. Or just shortly down to story. And of course we call our friends mates. Doesn't matter what sex they are. Mate is a unisex term. It's not sexist to call a girl mate, though some will poke fun and say, well, you haven't mated with me. But he says, come on mates, let's go. And one of the standard Kiwi phrases, of course, is yena. It's sort of like and it's sort of like, yes, I have considered that, but no, I'm not going to. Or, yes, that could be the case, but no. It sounds unusual, but that's the sort of like standard Kiwiism. Yena. Now, here we say mum. We also spell it mum. We don't say mom. We say ass, not ass, and spell it accordingly. Here, a fanny is a part of female anatomy, not your backside. Here, backside is bum, or ass, but bum is a more polite term. What the Americans call a bum, we call a tramp or a hobo. Or we might use the Aussie word swaggy or swagman. We say couple of, not a couple horses or a couple apples. We say a couple of horses. Though the way we say it will be more like a couple of horses. And we'll say a couple of apples. We'll put a v sound in there if there's a vowel in the starting of the word. We swear really casually here, quite frequently in our language, quite casual. The mild terms are bloody. Bloody gets put in a lot of things, including the good old interpolations, abso-bloody-lutely, and you're bloody on, mate. You're bloody having me on, mate. Bugger, both as the exclamation and the noun, as an, oh, bugger, can't find my keys. Or, oh, he's a crafty old bugger. Or he's a cunning old bugger. It's not necessarily a bad term to use about a person. Same as bastard. We could say, oh yeah, he's a good old bastard, that one. He's a lucky bastard. One of our most famous authors wrote a book called Bastards I Have Met, which listed out things like the lucky bastard, the lazy bastard, the cunning bastard, and such like. Buggered means broken, not working. We also use the word stuffed, or screwed, or rooted, which has sexual connotations, same as screwing. Munted, and you can say, oh yeah, the car's buggered, mate, we can't go anywhere. Or, well, that's my day buggered up, isn't it? Shit, I don't know why the Americans keep blanking it. I mean, crying out loud. It's good enough for the rest of the world. Why is it such a bad word in America? Piss, well, if it's good enough for the King James Bible, it's good enough for anyone. And we will use it as a variety of things, including, it's a slang term for beer, like, oh yeah, drank a lot of piss last night. Oh, he was on the piss last night. And also, meaning of course to urinate. If you're drunk, of course, you're pissed. So, if an American's pissed, he's angry. If a Kiwi's pissed, he's drunk too much piss. And if you are pissed off, well, that's what the Americans mean by, gee, I was really pissed with him. We're pissed off with people. And we tell people to piss off, and it can be quite friendly. Oh, come on, piss off, mate. And, of course, I've mentioned ass. That's quite commonly used. I'll kick your ass, get your ass into gear, get your ass over here. You know, couldn't find his ass with both hands, doesn't know his ass from his elbow. Bum, well, it's milder than ass. Sitting on your bum all day long doing nothing. God, he's got a fat bum, that guy. And bullshit, not a biggie using that word here either, despite the fact it's got shit in it. And while we're on the topic of what words are deemed to be bad and rude, what the hell is it with American programs blanking out the whole when they call somebody an asshole? I'm not kidding. I hear so many movies saying, "You ass beep." The whole part is the milder term, surely, and they bleep it out. I don't get it. I think it is because directors and censors are assholes. And from crude English, we'll go to the Māori words that we use in our day-to-day speech. We'll quite often interject Māori words such as aroha, which is love, hikoi, which is a walk, so I'll go for a bit of a hikoi. But the most common ones are puku, that's the old fat belly here. Well, it's not necessarily a fat belly, it's puku is your stomach, but you're getting a bit of a puku there, mate. It means, you're looking a bit like me. Kai is food, and that's what causes the puku. And pakaru, it's pretty pakaru, mate. It basically means it's broken, it's buggered, stuffed, screwed, rooted, munted. Yeah. And so there's a bit of extra Kiwiana for you, and I hope you've really enjoyed the thing and got an idea of how we speak. We speak quite fast on occasion, so you might need subtitles for this, or to play it back at half speed or something. Have a good night. See ya.